everyone. Welcome to Deceasedcraft. This is episode 33 and we are fixing to do the Horde. I went out mining for a little while, got completely lost in the caves. Didn't know if I was going to make it back in time, but I did, finally. So, I put up some curtains. I think they're pretty. I like them. We need one more right there. But it was getting kind of late and I didn't want you guys to miss out. So we're going to make another one real quick. There. Very nice. I'm not quite sure how to control what direction the curtains go when you pull them to the side. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. But still, that looks really cool, right? So see, it's going the wrong direction, and I don't know how to stop it from doing that. See, it does that. I don't know, that's really weird. Oh well, we'll just leave them down. They look fine like that. Yeah, but apparently, so there's like really cool things like curtains and stuff like that. I was looking through JEI, looking at the different things. I've never really done that before. That's sophisticated storage. It's train stuff. It's a deco. Yeah, there's like so much stuff in here. Whoa, those look neat. Deep slate tile tile kitchen counter. Ooh. Quartz and deep slate tiles. That's pretty cool. I like that. Kitchen drawer. Do you think that would match? Stripped dark oak log. Do you think that would match our... This is gray, it says. And this is not gray. Gray. Why am I not seeing the gray? I mean, that looks like it's gray to me, but... I don't know. Oh, these are cute. Pink froggy chair. Aw. Pink concrete. Why would you want to sit in a chair made out of concrete? That would be so uncomfortable. My butt would be numb in like 3 seconds. Whoa. You have a 30% chance to apply poison. Oh, you can't I don't think you can poison undead, can you? Lucky. It's kind of neat just stopping for a second and looking at stuff. We've been going since we started. So this is kind of cool. Oh, hey, that reminds me. We had that really cool glazed terracotta. I wonder what we can do with that. What if we put it right here? Oh, that looks awful. The carpet looked better. Don't want that. Time for the Horde night. Maybe we'll get some practice in with our new weapon. Don't need these out here now. Hey dude. Why on earth are you on my flower pot? Or flower planter? Okay. Ooh. So we're going to try to get some practice in with this. Hopefully it won't suck too bad. Jeez. Oh, nice. Oh, squish. Ooh. Wow, this guy kicks butt. Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys over there. It's already level 2. Nice. And that's it. We can go out and get our loot. Come on, turn off. Okay, so they spawned over here. So let's take this out so that that doesn't happen again. There. We should be able to path now, just fine. I like our new gun. I think it's really good. It's a take things down from a distance gun, though. It's not an in-your-face spray and pray. So we need to keep that in mind. But we're going to be making that katana as soon as we get that one alloy, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we used a little bit of ammo. Unfortunately, the hordes aren't advanced enough to drop the bullets that we need. So the only way we're going to get the bullets is to make them or go to the wasteland. Them's the breaks, right? So let's look for the manual. Squeezer. Doesn't really seem that very complicated, does it? So 1 piston, 6 steel scaffolding. Two light engineering blocks, 1 redstone. Three steel fence, 2 fluid pipes. Four wooden barrels. And we need our hammer. All right. So it's 3 by 3. We want to leave some space, so this is light engineering black. The pipes go like that. Light engineering black. Oh. Those are not the same. Okay. Wooden barrels. Wooden barrels. We need 4 of these. Okay. Oh, I messed it up. There it goes. All right, so light engineering block. The 4 barrels. And 1 redstone. And then vents with the piston. Nope. There we go. All right. Let's see what it looks like. So that's the switch. That's the output. Where's the connector? Ugh, that's the connector. Is there a risk? It doesn't look like there is. It doesn't look like there would be. Maybe we should move it over 1. Where'd the barrel go? It was 4 barrels, right? Oh, seem to have lost a barrel. Somehow. Okay. Weird. All right. Better. Okay. So I think the safest would be to run it from that one all the way across to right there. That's right, right? Yeah. There. HV. Oh, HV. So that's going to give us the wire. We just need one connector and like 3 relays. Why does that have to be so darn scary? I'm absolutely terrified of being shocked by the HV wire. I mean, you've seen what it does to zombies, right? I mean, that stuff is like gnarly. So, yeah, I don't really want to get shocked by it. Alright, so we got power now. Or no, we don't. Why do we not have power? Maybe that's not where the power goes. Huh? Well, the wire's going that way. We're gonna move this because I don't want to get killed. Let's jump on it and look at it. So it's not gonna go right there. Squeeze multiple structure, press juice, oil, granite material, blah blah blah. Nah, nah. The hatch with the orange dot serves as an item output. The block below it, fluids. It doesn't say anything about where the power goes. It has to be right there, right? Where else could it go? I mean, I don't think it goes on top. This is so ridiculous. I've built the squeezer before. Can't believe I can't remember. Oh. Wait a minute. That's the power. That's got to be the power. Okay. Okay. We got to rework it a little bit. Darn it. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to rework it a little bit. I'll just use some of this. So we didn't need to do this. Why are we missing a block? Oh, there. Okay. Confused me for a second. I was like, what? Okay, so we need to bring it this way. Oops. No, jump higher. There we go. So it's that one. All right. Nope. We're gonna have to fix the wall, it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go get some of those bricks. There. Alright. Go and put this up. I'm gonna redo it. There. There. And there. Oh, let's move that open once. This better work. Oh my gosh, seriously? What is wrong with it? No power. I know it's not that. It can't be that. I'm so confused. I don't know. Oh. I don't know where this thing plugs in. I'm gonna go look it up. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so according to Mischief Mouse, this is indeed the input. Why it's not inputting, I don't know. So we're gonna have to solve that. And now we have to redo this all over again. We got it right the first time. It's just not getting power for some reason. It could be because, I don't know. I don't know. We have the batteries hooked up, so I don't know why it wouldn't be getting power. It's very odd. So we're gonna hook the piece of shit up again. Hello. I think I found the problem. It wasn't actually connected. Okay. Well, it is now. And that should fix our problem. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know why it wasn't connected. That's very strange. I gotta go get a couple more HV cables. Alright, so you're gonna go there. And you're gonna go right about there. No, a little bit more. There. You know what? Let's just make it a shorter leash. Because we don't want the wire hanging down. Alright. This is where it's gonna get dicey. I gotta somehow connect this thing up without getting my ass killed. Oh my gosh, I cannot see it. Okay, there. So connect that to that. Okay. We want to get rid of the dirt. Oh, okay. We have power. Alright, so there's our squeezer. This is the output, I think. Yeah, this is the output. You just put the stuff in there and it does its thing. So you put seeds in here, generates the oil. If whatever you're doing produces a solid, I think it goes in that. This is the liquid, I think. But we can just put a barrel right here and it'll pick up whatever we need. So, whew, that's done. Jeezums. I can't quite eat my potato yet. So we're going to talk about the quests here in a second. But first I want to go put these outside by the car. So this is our car. And we're going to put this right there. That's for car parts and stuff. And we're going to put some lights down so I can see a little better. There. Awesome. Well, somebody croaked. Okay. So we're going to talk about the quests. Of course, we've finished a lot of them. I'm not a questy kind of person, but using them as a guide is good. So, seeking the cure, right? This chapter of the quest book serves as an optional storyline for the world. Even as the world was consumed by the infection, many that had received stockpiles of the cure managed to hold out for a time. The survivors quickly realized, though, that soon even the cure was not good enough to save them from the horrors that would emerge. Okay. In order to have a hope of creating the cure, you must first understand the nature of the infection. Gather enough golden apples through looting hospitals. Okay, so we've already done that. Okay. The hospitals were the first to receive reports of the infection, all the way back when society was still intact enough to function. Find the research papers hidden there now abandoned hallways as they treated what they could with what little they had. So these are research papers, and you're supposed to find the different research papers in the different buildings. Okay, now you'll naturally come across them while looting, but in case you don't, you have to go through and figure out what buildings you're missing. We're not missing any buildings except for the one we haven't been to yet, so that's good. But your mileage may vary. I've had runs where I didn't find a research note after plundering tons and tons of buildings, so you just have to go back and do those buildings again, keep doing them until you find the research paper. So that's that one. And this is the Mega Tower, was one of the centerpieces of the modern world. When society collapsed, many were stranded in it, left to fend for themselves. Seek out the notes of these brave survivors trapped on an island in a sea of dead. So we've already been to the Mega Tower and we found it. As the infection progressed, many took to hiding in their homes. Not that that was enough to save them in the end. Find the notes hidden in their homes as they documented the last days of civilization. So that's just in the little houses. And sometimes in the apartment buildings. Like, sometimes. The regular skyscraper apartment buildings. Though ultimately a losing battle, the arm of the law tried their best to maintain order as the undead swarmed the streets. Find the dispatches hidden in the ruins of the police departments as they tried to hold on for as long as they could. So that's from the police stations, obviously. The last one, what we don't have yet. The military's response to the infection in the end was simple. If it could not be saved, it would have to be burnt down. Find their mission logs in their bunkers and bases as they reduced entire cities to wastelands you can find today. So the military got to the point where it was scorched earth, basically. So they just nuked entire cities to try to kill the massive hordes of undead. And that's what created the wastelands. So once we get this, we have to craft the catalog. So you put all of these things together into a catalog, and then we have to craft the precursor. So we get water, honey, and seed oil. That's why we just put the squeezer together. So we're going to have to create all of these things. So when we go to make the honey, I'm going to have to probably claim another chunk, maybe, or maybe we'll just go down a level. I'm not sure how we're going to work that, but basically what we have to do is we have to make it tall enough so we can grow trees. So we just need one tree. We'll grow the tree with flowers around it over and over again until it produces a beehive. And once we have the beehive, then we'll breed up the bees, and they'll be in an enclosure, right? So we'll breed up the bees, and eventually we'll have like a whole bunch of hives, and they're all going to be connected to pipes. And then that will go into a tank, and that's how we're going to get our honey. And then in the same room, we're going to have this set up. Okay. We're going to pipe the seed oil. So it probably will actually be below, because then we can pipe the seed oil straight down below us to the laboratory. So this will have its own tank. This will have its own tank. And this will have its own tank. So we'll have 3 tanks all connected to the spouts with the book, the research book. And we have to find this X factor. So X factor is found in the lab. That's one of the last places you go. So we're not ready for the lab yet. It's really gnarly. We have to do the military base first. Anyway, so you get Formula X. And Formula X makes golden apples. Yes, all of that just to make golden apples. But then, after you can do that, you have to procure special drops to make the last serum. Now the serum can actually be used to cure the dudes in the wasteland. If you notice, the guys in the wasteland and the guys, well, where we are completely different. Like the ones around us are zombies, and then the ones in the wasteland are these weird abomination mutations. Okay, so basically when you get infected, you become one or the other, or that's what happened. And I think it has to do with source. So the wasteland is closer to the source of where it came from, so it's more powerful. But as you go further away from the source, it gets less powerful. I don't know, that's just a theory I have. So anyway, this will cure the assimilated in the wasteland, the animals. You can't cure the humans, they're too far gone. I mean, have you seen them? They have like weird nanotech coming out of them and stuff. They're gone. Okay, no cure for them, but you can cure most of the animals with it. Yeah, and you could also still cure villagers with the golden apple base Minecraft trick. So But anyway, I wanted to go over that because I wanted you to understand the goals. So this is the story goal that we have for the mod pack. And then we have, let me find it, this. This is the secondary story goal we have. We have to kill all of these bosses. These are all bosses. So this is kill 5 human herders. And this is kill 5 resenters. And this is kill 3 intoxicators. We've already done this. We've killed 5 demolishers, or probably more than that, but yeah. We have to kill 5 rat kings. And we have to kill 5 patient zeros. Okay. This is not all the bosses. This is just some of the bosses. I'm just saying. On Seeking the Cure, when we have to go find the body parts, you have to kill the other bosses. So we're not gonna get into that because I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, some other things I wanted to cover was the villager professions. Now, I have seen quite a few YouTubers now, you know, doing their Let's Plays, and they get to the part with the villagers and they're like, I don't know what this does, I don't know what that does, I don't know how to make this and that. And okay, this quest line right here, villager professions, it shows all of it. So it tells you what they are. See, and it shows the table, or you know, block that's needed to make them. So if you shift right click a villager, clicking a villager will allow you to pick them up, allowing them to be carried to wherever you need them. You can also do this with most passive mobs too. Okay. Some villagers have managed to survive the zombie apocalypse and have adapted by altering their stocks and resources to suit the new circumstances. Seek them out among the ruined cities and give them a new purpose. Okay. So this basically tells you, right, the block needed to make that particular villager. I just wanted you to know that. That way you're not scratching your head going, I don't know where the blocks are, because now you do. Let's see what else we got here. We've already been over all of the temperature and health and everything. Armor sets. We're already wearing the Spec Ops set. This is the highest armor you can get. I mean, there's different sets though. There's the SWAT set, the Riot SWAT set, the Bomb Squad set, the Juggernaut set. Next playthrough I'm going to do the Juggernaut set and go completely melee. That sounds so fun. And then the melee weapons. Traps and defenses. You know, we really have done a lot, so that's pretty cool. I don't see the airplanes and stuff being very useful unless you've loaded all the chunks that you're going to be flying through. Same with the cars. But once you've loaded it, I mean, the cars are definitely safer, right? Because you're not like 100 blocks in the air. So, you know, it's safer doing the car. So, the silk touch didn't work, so I wasn't able to show you this, but you can find gas pumps in the city or craft your own. You can fill it up by pumping a valid gas type into it. So you can fill it up by pumping the gas into it. Fill your car up by parking next to the pump and then pressing start. Take note, this will only work if the pump has the same type of fuel as your car. I think you could probably create quite a lot of cool cars, or pretty cool cars. I mean, there's different body types and different engines and different size fuel tanks and even different size wheels. I mean, it's crazy. You can really customize your cars. And then of course there's trains. I mean, it's a train. I mean, in theory, technically, you could play Deceasedcraft, like play the same game forever. Like you could beat the game but keep playing, and you could use immersive engineering. Allows you to like do this like delve thing where you find these massive deposits of ore. They're not actually physically in the world. It's kind of just like sort of like a mini game, but you find the deposit of ore and then you build this contraption and it mines all the ore out, and then you would, because it would be all over the place, right? So you would have trains that would pick up the ore and then bring it back. I mean, you could totally do that if you wanted to. Otherwise, I don't really see a use, but I mean, some people really get into that stuff, so it's nice that it's there for people who like it. And you can craft all the materials that we've been getting from the drops and stuff. I didn't want to really get into this too much when we first started, because I would have just been talking about a bunch of stuff you guys didn't know about, like Duraplast and stuff. So now you know all the different bits and bobs. So as you can see, there's these giant paths. You can make all this stuff yourself. I mean, you can make rubber and high resistant fabric. You can make steel. Yeah, it's all detailed out. So if you wanted to play like this, you could. And that's neat. I like the fact that it doesn't trap you into one single play style. That's really cool. But anyway, so that's pretty much going over the quests. I really wanted you guys to understand like what we were going for and all that. So the next target for us is the military base. We got a bullet mold for our gun, and the gun actually seems to be a pretty nice gun. So I don't think I've ever used this particular gun before. We might actually make the mutant also and have the two guns. One will use this ammo and one will use the 7 ammo. 7 point something or other. Yeah, this 7.62. See, we have quite a bit of that ammo, and we were finding it in the wasteland. So if we had a gun that used that, and then this one uses this, then that might be pretty good, as long as we can keep our ammo stores up. But yeah, it feels a little weird that we only made this just to make the seed oil. But once we get the lab built, which I guess we're going to put it underneath maybe or something, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. But once we get it built, it's going to be really cool, because we're going to have this like enclosure, glass enclosure with flowers all over the place and bees, which is going to be really neat. I think our I actually think our workshop turned out pretty good. It looks very busy, which is pretty neat. You moved. How'd you do that? Get back on the couch. He barked at me. Woof. Okay, there. There. Oh. Aw, who's a cute puppy? Who's a cute puppy? Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. And, yeah, we went over the quests and stuff. We got the squeezer created and all. So, I think it's a good time to call a halt. I hope you guys had a good time, and I know I did. And it was really super that you guys joined me on our little adventures. And I will catch you later. Toodles!